excuse me. Welcome back to, Kamen Interview, episode number 248. We are here reviewing episodes. Here. Review episodes of Kamen Rider 01, episodes 9 to 11. I was going to do 9 and 10, but because 10 is a part 1 of a two-parter, I figured why not do episode 10 and 11 as well. So 9 pretty much basically picks up where episode 8 left off with... I'm trying to remember what it was. Because I know about 10 and 11. 10 and 11 were awesome. I loved 10 and 11. I thought they were really good. Yeah, I believe there was also a movie release between 9 and 10, but it's known as Kamen Rider Reiwa, the first generation, but it's a crossover between 01 and Zio. So... yeah. But I'm going to wait to watch that one until after I watch Zio, the show. Yes. Which, probably a very smart idea to do. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so... oh yeah, this is all about the doctor stuff. Yes. Mm-hmm. So, pretty much basically Fuwa's in surgery. So, in order to prevent the things of Berserk, the medical hemorrhoids, the VP orders all to be shut down, and then they're turned back on because Ura basically asks Ataru to turn back on because Fuwa needs a surgery really badly. So, he turns it back on. They, of course, deal with there's also these giant robots. And also we have debut of this mammoth, this breaking mammoth is basically, kind of think of it as Zero's mini mecha. Yes. I thought this is interesting. Now it's more like it's basically what it is. It's part of the satellite brought to Earth. And then I'm guessing maybe when he's done with it, he gets sent back to space. That's probably what happens. He probably gets it back up to space via some energy beam and probably back in place. That's presumably what happens here. But the effects of this two-parter does kind of lead into the next two-parter with, like, okay, so the reputation of the company is... excuse me. So the reputation of the company is like basically on thin ice because of the whole hemorrhoids going crazy, the previous two-parter. So they decided to do something quite different. Let's start a TV show. Well, basically a TV. It's basically a cop drama, and it's a very similar two-parter to also having the Sushi Chef, just basically having a live-action actor be a hemorrhoid. But here's the thing: the earmuffs identified as a hemorrhoid actually come up via CGI. I thought that was really cool. But I'm sure probably the video footage is probably the actor who plays and probably taking them off. That's my guess anyways, but I thought that was a really cool effect. And also the assassin buddy is what they call him. Yeah, he's also referred to as Little Assassin. Mm-hmm. They don't really identify him per se. It's just that Jin refers to him as his assassin buddy. Yes. Also was revealed in the previous two-parter that Hirobi and Jin are in fact Hemagears. Yep. Because we're in these bandanas the whole time. And you could not really tell what they are. You can tell, oh, they're probably human. Nope, they're Hemagear. How they got the way they are without the famous earmuffs, not very clear. They refer to as simply the assassin. And basically, the way the translate I saw here for is assassin buddy. Yeah. He himself basically is around for a very short period of time in the show. Yeah, he's not in many episodes. Made his debut in, basically every time he gets destroyed. But after the next two parts, they pretty much write the character of the show. I'll get to that. So, in the case of, the guy is questioning about the whole thing of an actor being a Hemagear, which, yeah, this was like a retread of the sushi one, but done differently. And also, apparently, the assassin buddy is being trained by the actor. You're thinking, why he's training the actor for? Is that training him to be stronger? I guess basically a coda, which, by the way, this actor is basically playing the guy playing him. This actor's name is, if I can find him here, I am the actor Shin Okuda, which is actually played by the actual actor with the same name. This is just a fictionalized version of the character. Fictionalized version of the actor. One of only 2 times this ever has happened in the entire Kamen Rider. The next this would happen would not be until Revice. Yes. Also 13 is the debut of a character known as Guy Atosru. Yes, we've been seeing teases of him throughout several of these episodes. He made his debut back in episode 3, which is basically the episode involving the sushi chef. I thought that was really cool. And then it took 10 episodes later to show this guy off. So the actor playing him is Nachi Todoroki. That's the guy playing him. And this is like the only character that's ever played in Kamen Rider. Yeah, the only one. Also, he has a YouTube channel, which I thought was really cool. Yeah, and apparently came back to do Kamen Rider Outsiders. That might be something I might do in the future. Yes. Also, throughout this two-parter, basically, I think in episode 11, Asuru basically meets him, and he tells him, I want to buy your company. I was like, what? He's like, why do you want to buy my company? I think he wants to buy it because of the reputation it's in. This is here to set up the very next arc of the series. That's simply put what this, from what I've read, the purpose of the scene is to set up the very next arc, which begins episode 17. So he goes back, fights Hirobi. You have basically Bailey beats him, he gets angry at him. Because, of course, and also in this two-parter, at the end of this, basically, the assassin buddy shoots Okusa, who actually does survive. Sadly put, the actor that does not come back to the show. No. I'm guessing because, and this is my personal guess, he probably was only contracted to do just a two-parter, and then he was done. He probably had other stuff he needed to do. And my guess is also that the actor himself, I look at this guy, he looks almost exactly like, I kid you not, he has a very similar face to the original Kamen Rider. Yes, I kid you not. He looks very similar. Also, this is something interesting, though. He is the Japanese dub actor Mufasa for Lion King. You're like, what? Yes. So, yeah, I'm guessing that he just played himself here, because I'm sure he probably asked. He probably was either asked or something. But for some weird reason, it's not listed on his Wikipedia page that he was actually in this show. On the Wikipedia page, he's here. Yes, you think, 2019, be here. Not really, no. They don't credit it for some reason. Not really sure about the reason for that. Maybe they credit the wrong person. I don't know. But I thought he was good here. Also, he did play a character over in Sentai. You think who did he play? Yeah, he was the voice of the main villain of the Shuriken Ninja movie. Makabu Arubi. Yep. And that one, he only appears in that movie. I'm guessing probably it's not because of the actor's age of the reason why they couldn't have him more. I'm guessing because he's probably busy. That's probably the reason for it. He's probably busy with other projects. It's probably the reason why he couldn't appear more in this. And my guess is him getting shot in episode 11 was probably a way to get him off the show. I'm guessing either he didn't like the show or something. I don't really know because I never met the actor. So I have honestly no idea. I'm just guessing at this of why this actor basically had written out here. So also the Metropolitan Police gets involved. And simply put, basically we tease something quite interesting for the next couple episodes. Now we have just a few more episodes left to go before I finish up with pause on the show and then start up Super Sentai. Before I do that, I got some anime to do. And the first one being Chain Soldier. Yep, that's next. Okay? So, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn notifications. Next video. Bye.